The ritual was always the same. Brush teeth, wash face, ignore the way the house settled around her like a dying thing. Ilara was halfway through scrubbing her molars when she heard it. Not the usual groan of old pipes or the creak of floorboards. This was a low, wet rumble, a sound that seemed to vibrate up from the very foundations, emanating from the basement door at the end of the hall. She spat, the toothpaste foaming pink in the sink. Her heart was a frantic bird against her ribs. Logic told her it was the furnace, but the furnace didn't sound hungry. The basement door was slightly ajar, a darkness thicker than night waiting beyond. The rumbling had subsided, replaced by a new sound, a soft, sibilant whisper, like silk dragging over stone. It was too faint to make out words, but it pulled at her, an invisible hook set deep in her soul. Each step down the wooden stairs was a betrayal of her own survival instinct. The air was cold and heavy, smelling of damp earth and something else, something metallic and old. The single bare bulb flickered, casting jumping, monstrous shadows. And then she saw it. In the far wall, behind a stack of forgotten boxes, a jagged crack split the concrete. It was thin, no wider than a finger, but it bled. Not blood, but a sickly, phosphorescent light that pulsed with a slow, rhythmic glow. The whisper was louder here, coiling out from the fissure. Ilara. Her name. It was whispering her name. It was a voice made of static and forgotten memories, a sound that should not know her. Terror screamed at her to run, but a deeper, more primal curiosity rooted her to the spot. She leaned closer, the cold radiating from the crack raising goosebumps on her arms. The whisper became a chant, a promise, a lure. Ilara, come closer. She pressed her ear to the cold, rough concrete. The world narrowed to that pulsing light and the sound of her own ragged breath. For a split second, there was only silence. Then, the crack moved. It wasn't a shift in the foundation. It was a deliberate, fluid contraction, like a throat swallowing. Before she could jerk away, the fissure widened. Not from pressure, but from within. Something was pushing it open. A long, pale, impossibly slender finger, slick with the same glowing light, slipped out. It was followed by a hand with too many joints, then a wrist, an arm, a limb that uncoiled like a serpent. It moved with a liquid grace that was utterly alien. Ilara stumbled back, a scream trapped in her throat. The thing pulled itself free from the wall, the concrete ceiling shut behind it as if it had never been broken. It unfolded itself to a crouching height, all limbs and engines, a creature of shadow and stolen light. It had no face, only a smooth, pale oval where features should be, but she felt its attention like a physical weight. It was watching. It had been waiting. It tilted its head, and from that blank face, the whisper came again, now not from the wall, but from the thing itself. Ilara. It wasn't a call anymore. It was an acknowledgement. A claiming. She finally found her voice, a choked gasp, and scrambled for the stairs. She didn't look back. She didn't need to. She could feel it behind her, not chasing, but following, its presence a cold spot spreading through the house, through her world. What crawled out of that basement crack wasn't human. It had learned her name in the dark. And now, in the silence of her room, with her back pressed against the wall, she can hear a new sound, a soft, scraping whisper, just on the other side of the plaster. It's out. And it's no longer waiting.